Alright, what's going on, guys? It is Wolfenstein Rants here, and this is going to be my first video. My first topic was recommended to me by a friend of mine. I'll put her Instagram in the description, all that stuff. Basically, it was, are men and women equal, or do they deserve equality? Honestly, in my opinion, they are not equal at right now, but they do deserve equality. I know what she means by equality and stuff like that too. Like she means actual equality, like same pay wage, which is already here. There is no pay wage gap or anything. That's just a hoax. In my opinion, it's bullshit. Like, there will be no differences in pay. There isn't. There is no difference in getting a job. She mentioned that herself, and I agree with most of her opinions. I also agree with the opinion that she had of there are radical feminist groups that take it way too far. Now I'm gonna get into the topic of why I don't think that we're equal. Because if you really think about it in today's society, boys are being transformed into women. If you look at people like James Charles and stuff like that, like that's just, in my opinion, that kind of stuff, like when you're dressing up as a girl, putting makeup on as a boy, that's unacceptable. It honestly is, and I sound xenophobic or sexist or like stuff like that. Say what you want, but facts don't care about feelings. Boys are meant to be boys, and today's school system is actually changing that. I wrote down a bunch of notes, a bunch of statistics. Find them real quick. There's this thing going around in the, I guess I should clarify it as like radical feminist kind of society thing, group. I'm not talking about actual feminists. Like actual feminists, I believe in equality and equality only. That's good for you. I completely agree with that. There should be only equality. But when you try and make men more like women, you don't get less toxic masculinity. Bad men don't become good when they stop being men. Aggression, violence, and ambition cannot be removed, more or less, but they can be tamed. And when they are tamed, it can be so good. Like, it can solve so many issues if it's actually changed. If we proceed to let people like James Charles, I'm just using him as an example because it's the most relevant thing. If we let him get into the heads of young and easily impressionable men, we won't have a capable military to keep our freedom. We won't have capable police officers. And everyone, it will be a weak society only focused on feelings. That's not okay. Because dating back to like primal age and even like the animal kingdom, the weak do not survive. When it comes back to that, everything, it's always the weak will not survive. It's the strong and the willing. So if you try and remove male masculinity in schools by...
Now listen up. If you're gonna build a resistance, there's some things you need to know. There's 4 ways you can go about this.
Okay, I just have to do this real
First,
quick, but...
you can liberate any hostages the cult's taken. These are good people.
But
Who
yeah,
might just fight
like, it's
alongside
the
you if
same
you help 'em.
kind of thing. We can't let people like
Second,
James Charles,
you can
like
destroy
the
Eden's Gate
raid
property
group
that's all
called
over the place
Negus
now.
Flex and stuff
Hell,
like that.
they
I've heard
built
a
2
lot about
goddamn
them.
shrines on this island
I've considered
alone.
joining.
Third, you can tackle resistance missions.
They raid people
There are a lot of folks out there
that
waging
go
their own war
against,
against this cult. And they
like,
could sure use your help. And last, If you're really looking for a fight,
He's talking over me.
you can take on the cult outposts that have popped up across the county. Liberating those places will give the resistance solid footholds to push back against Eden's Gate.
There's also a reason I'm playing Far Cry 5. But
I've got cameras set up
fuck's
all
sake,
over
Dutch.
this island. I'll keep an eye out for anything useful. For now, head south and take out any cult shit you see.
okay, but my friend, she
And help any folks in need.
live
would you?
streamed. She gave me her
Dutch,
point of
yeah.
view because she is a liberal. I mean, she's not like that radical leftist anti-gun kind of liberal, and I respect that. Like, that's the, if you believe in equality, stuff like that, that kind of liberal, I'm okay with that. Like, I will, if you don't shove it down my throat, I will respect it. In a later video, I'll talk about vegans as well. Stuff that go against that. Anyways, but fuck, it's hot in my room. I don't have a fan because I would know. Anyways, male masculinity, and I just described how I don't think that we're equal, because boys nowadays are being taught to be more like women when we're like young. Like, aggressive sports like dodgeball have been banished. There are barely any contact sports anymore. We are becoming a weaker society. When I was on the bus, like coming home from school and that, I saw someone struggling to lift up their bag. That's just unacceptable. And honestly, I don't know how to. It just disappoints me. Yeah, it just disappoints me on how,
Come on,
like,
little helping. Thanks, Deputy.
how weak people are getting. How
These loony
more
fanatics are
focused
out
about their feelings people are
of
getting.
control.
Because that,
If you want to protect yourself, I think there's a prepper stash near the boathouse.
facts don't care about feelings. Facts are facts. I have a whole bunch of issues that I want to get into in different videos, because like if I got into them now, it'd be overwhelming. Don't want to be bouncing all over the place, stuff like that. But yeah, right now we aren't equal. Men are below women at this point.
These loony fanatics are out of control. If you want to protect yourself, I think
That's
there's a
basically
prepper stash
it.
near
This
the
video is
boathouse.
short.
Should have some good gear
Tried
squirreled
to
away.
summarize it as best as I can. I repeated a few things. But yeah, that's basically it. I'll talk to you guys in a later video. Then, peace.